What's up guys, IQ here. Today I will show you how to crack 198 macros so you can crack it yourself and LARP it anywhere you like. And of course we are going to speed run through the first stages as that isn't where the real cracking is. Now this PowerShell script specifically loads a .NET exe, probably wanted to some cheap ass bypassing to stay quote undetected, but we all know this shit ain't undetected. Just the PowerShell script alone is detected, so yeah. Once we have it downloaded, you can verify through Detected Easy that it is in fact C++, along with probably some gay obfuscation, but that does not stop us from cracking it. Now open up IDA Pro and drag it in, and just follow all the steps so you don't somehow don't end up cracking yourself instead. Anyways, while IDA is indexing the exe, we can run it to see what we are dealing with on the surface. So it's clearly some gay login screen. Make sure to memorize at least one of the unique strings in the login screen as we will need it to find the auth. I will use the login button text as that's probably the best. Once indexed, go to View, open Subviews, and click on Strings. Once it loads up, right-click anywhere in the panel, click on Setup, and enable Unicode C style, which will allow us to look for strings from the UI. Now press Ctrl+F, put in login, click on the white A login text, and press X to see where it is referenced and go to the result. As you can see, we are right at the login screen. You can confirm it by looking at some of the other strings, but yeah, you get the idea of where we can possibly be. Let's scroll up until you see a yellow subtext on which you click and press X again. Click on the result and this will bring us to the place where we will experience the worst auth in the world. On the right side, you can see some of the client strings, so we know where we want to go next. If you look at the jump instruction, the path is determined by that bitch ass byte. If we press X on it, you can see lots of stuff. The XCHG ones are going to be setting the value for our byte, so we will look at these first. As you can see, if the auth's result is login succeed, it will set the byte's value to 1. We know that because from the example where we saw the JNZ instruction, which stands for jump if not 0, if it was 0, it would go to the login screen, but if it was 1, it would go to the client's initialization part. Now we know the right path is the right path, so the value quite literally must be 1. If we go to the first move ZX part, you can see a JZ, which is jump if 0, and our auth cracking byte, which we know is 1. This means we will jump to the false side. Since our false side isn't labeled, we will click in front of the text, press in, and create a label with any name. This will allow us to jump to the place. We will click at the JZ instruction, go to Edit, Patch Program, and Assemble, and change it to JMP in your label's name. Now just repeat it with other parts until I tell you otherwise. Now here at the third MOVZX, you will simply ignore it as this is a predefined jump for whatever reason. The fifth MOVZX you will ignore as that will cause the client to not launch if you predefine it, most likely because it's auth or cloud related and is basically useless as without this our crack will work anyways. Once you are done patching, go to Edit, Patch Program, and apply patches to input file. You can create a backup file if you feel like you fucked something up, and once saved, you can open the cracked file. As you can see, our crack works better than the original with auth as you don't have to waste your time filling in a login page, saving you 90 hours of your life every day. Now for the last part, you will need Ghidra so we can finally put the client offline by replacing API strings with localhost. Now simply set up a workspace, drag your exe, and once done, double-click the exe in Ghidra. Now decline the analysis and simply go to Search for Strings, click Search, and now you can look for and change any string you like. I will only show you how to patch the API ones, and rest you can change if you want. Once we have the API strings, select them both and click Make String. After that, double-click on one, right-click on it, click Patch Data, and just change it to localhost, and do the same with the other one. After that, click File, Export Program, change format to original file, and click OK. If you like videos like these, make sure to hit like, sub, and share with your fellow twins so I know you guys want more content like this. Anyways, see ya and enjoy.